Hi, and thank you for coming to Midnight Moon Tarot. My name's Diana, and I would just like to thank you for coming to my channel. This is a brand new channel. I had to delete my last channel and just completely start over. So if you're new here, and of course you are, I would just love it if you would subscribe, like, comment, share, and help me out just a little bit. So today's reading is going to be for the astrological sign of Aquarius, and I just love Aquarians, and this is going to be just a really great reading. I feel it. I was meditating on Aquarius just before I came on to do this reading for you all, and if you enjoy the way that I read tarot, you can email me for a personal reading, and my email address is below, and my Patreon as well as PayPal information is located there as well. So we're going to go ahead and just jump right in to your reading. What are the messages you have for Aquarius for the third week of July 2019? What are the messages you have for Aquarius for the third week of July 2019? What are the messages you have for Aquarius for the third week of July 2019? One more time, okay. What are the messages you have for Aquarius for the third week of July 2019? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and divide these cards up and then lay out your spirit. Okay. I'm really feeling this right here. Okay. So here we go. Alright. Alright, okay. The first cards we have are the Five of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. Okay. It looks like maybe you've had some type of heartbreak recently or in your near past, and you see this man is looking at the three cups that are spilled on the ground, and he's completely ignoring the fact that there are two perfectly good cups right there behind him, waiting to give love and receive love from him, but he's not even paying attention because he's so involved with mourning over the loss of these three cups. It looks like there is some Taurus energy, Earth sign energy, Virgo, and Capricorn energy coming in. You'll be hearing some type of communication from them, and it's slow moving energy, so it may not be right away. You may be able to open communication with this person that you've been so sad over. Okay, and then we have the Hierophant in reverse, as well as the Hangman. And you might feel like things are stagnant for a while, that they're not going anywhere, that it's just taking too long. And you know, Pentacle energy is always very, very slow energy. It's solid. It takes its time. It considers all things before it makes rash moves. You know, the earth signs are very practical like that. And I'm an air sign myself. I'm a Libra. But I feel like as air signs, we're always just, you know, path of least resistance, and we move. We can be emotional like the weather, and you know, we have a hurricane now in the Gulf, and we have tornadoes and things like that. We also have peaceful, gentle rain that the sounds of, you know, pacifies us and helps us. This energy right here, it may feel like it's just taking its time. It's just like it's just going absolutely nowhere. And at this time, you need to take on the Hierophant energy, and this being a major arcana card, you need to just really, really take your time with it, and center and ground yourself, so that when new love does enter your life, you will be ready to be able to give love as well as receive love, because it's not always, we all want to be loved and cared for and looked after, but if we can't reciprocate and give this love back, then it's never a good thing, and the other person ends up feeling kind of rejected or lost, or like they're the only ones putting any effort into it. So ground yourself and center yourself so that you will be able to move forward when you are no longer mourning this energy, or if this earth energy is coming back into your life, so that you will have worked through whatever issues you had, so that you can give love and receive love. And we have 6 of Wands and 7 of Wands, and they came in exactly that order, 6 and then 7. So you may feel like once you do this, you are ready. You feel great. You're ready to move on. You've made it through the darkest times, and you're no longer. You may still hold a place in your heart, or you may still feel like it is something that you were able to heal and move past. If this is your person that has come through and come back into your life, then you would be able to work. You would put you in a better position to work things out with this person. You need to be careful of bitterness and gossip that you would hear, as far as being able to not pay attention to things that you're going to hear, that as soon as you get back with your love, that you're not going to be all upset by things that you hear, because when people are on breaks from each other, there's a separation. Everybody deals with it in a different way. Some people, like yourself, are more introspective and withdrawn to themselves and really work on themselves and heal and process all the things that have happened. And other people just go out and party and drink and maybe sleep around with a whole bunch of people. It doesn't really mean that that person doesn't love you. It means that that's their distraction, that they're not able to deal with whatever hurt. So when they are through doing this, or they're sitting alone one night and they realize how shallow all those things were, then they'll be thinking of you and remembering how it felt to really be loved and appreciated by someone who had genuine love to give them. And so you will feel like this is your victory, that you are happy again. And this person, as I was just saying, had been offered all types of love, all types of affection, all types of attention from somebody, but it just was never really what they wanted. It wasn't you. You could not be replaced in their heart. The body, and a lot of people get upset about this, but it's just the physical. It's not their heart, and it's not their emotion, and some people can't get past that, but you as Aquarius are more open-minded and things like that, and more apt to understand. But with you, they feel like you complete them, and that you are their cup that's overflowing, and they are going to come. You're going to hear some type of communication, and they are going to offer this cup of love and abundance of love to you again. And it's going to be up to you whether you take that or not, and there's other factors that need to be considered as well. Okay, you have the Ace of Swords coming in line exactly after your Ace of Cups, and this has happened in a couple of readings so far that I've been doing. And this Ace of Swords is, even though they may offer this Ace of Cups to you, And you know, swords are an air sign, Aquarius, you're an air sign, and you may have to take on some of this energy and think, okay, I will take you back in my life, but if this type of behavior continues, I'm not trying to control you. I am not telling you what you can do, but I have boundaries, and if you cross these boundaries, just that's it. I'm not going to tolerate it anymore. That there's no more growth here. And what do you do with the weeds after they're done? You cut them down, pull them up, get rid of them. You prepare the ground so that you can have something else more bountiful and more productive to bring you more abundance of love into your life. So if you take this person back, just be aware that you should do it cautiously and make sure that they are sincere and not just because they were bored or didn't have anybody to hang out with that night or the coming weekend or whatever. Make sure that they are sincere because you're even though you're a very light-hearted sign and eccentric, and I love Aquarius, and it just seems like you have this wonderful eclectic type outlook on life, but people sometimes mistake that as you want to be poly, or you want to be like polyamorous, or you are completely open to other people in your relationship where you are not actually. Okay. So you will be sitting there and thinking about this, and you're going to be considering your options. I really truly feel like there are going to be more offers of love coming into your life because, you know, once you work on yourself and, you know, heal from these events and aspects of your previous relationship, other people are going to see you and think, you know, how attractive you are to them. Even if you're not physically beautiful, you know, our soul shines out from our bodies and it attracts people. And everything is energy. Everything is energy. And you can see evidence of people who, no matter what's going on in their life, they are like their light shines out from them like a lighthouse, and they are always attracting people to them. Sometimes when you have that, and you attract the wrong type people, and because, you know, they're lost and they want that light. They want to be in your light. They want to just be in your presence and take in some of that. And as healers and light workers, we sometimes want to make everybody better, and we want to fix everybody better. A lot of people call this being codependent, but from a light worker aspect, we're here to do this energy work and to heal and make ourselves open to other people. But in our very, very own personal life, when it comes to making decisions, contemplate if this cup is what you want. If it's not, lose it. Move on. There's more offers coming in for you. Okay? Now just continue on your journey. Alright? Whatever it may be. You know, sometimes Aquarians have told me they feel like a balloon, and with a little string, and when they're in a relationship, especially with an earth sign, they are more grounded. And as long as they have that tether to their grounded and stable Taurian energy, Virgo energy is not as strong. Capricorn is super strong, but that's sometimes a little overpowering for air signs. So this is why I feel that it's Taurian energy, where this person may be more grounded and stable in their life, and they hold on to your tether. When you lose that tether, you feel just like a balloon that when you let go and it just floats on off somewhere, and it just goes wherever it may, and is happy wherever it lands, and makes the best of whatever situation they're in. Now, if you have to use your sword to cut this Taurus off, sometimes Taurus, even though they're grounded and stable like that, they can be very controlling. They can come off as very controlling and very possessive. It's just that they work really hard and they know exactly what they want, and they're not trying to control you or keep you from having big fun. They just feel like they show that they love you through providing more than words and emotions, and they're very big on gestures, but they also can hold you down too much. And if that feels too controlling and too overpowering for you, then yes, it may be time to go on. I just happened to get a glance at the bottom of the deck, and it is the Wheel of Fortune. So where things this is the overall energy for this reading, and where, you know, things may not have been going so well. Everything changes, our luck changes. If things have been going great for you, maybe it's going to turn. Sorry. It got kind of dark for a second with the focus and all that. Okay, so where things may be going great for you for a while, enjoy it. Take it all in. But know that, you know, nothing lasts forever, and it's going to turn, and maybe things might not be so great for a while, okay? And if they are not so great for a while, it's going to be a great relief to you to know that things will turn for the better. Okay, and so we have our Tower card, and after it looks like you will be maybe taking this Taurus out of your life. Not taking them out, but cutting them out. Cutting them out. Don't take anybody out. All right, taking this this sword and cutting this Taurus energy, this Earth energy that may feel smothering. Okay, and you know, as air signs, sometimes when we're with Earth signs, it's like if you breathe in too much dust. There's too much air. You're in their dirt and their earth and stuff all around, and it takes our breath away. Sometimes the Earth energy, although it can make us feel very safe. I had a Taurus partner once myself, and where it was very comforting and I felt very safe. It was also very overwhelming at times. So you may have this Tower moment, and your Taurus person may feel very, and again, it could be Capricorn, because this does feel very, very Earth energy to me. This Tower moment, and I've said before in other readings, you notice there's no door, and that just means that the foundation of this tower was never built right in the first place. So sometimes you're doing something and you try to build it, and you try to build it, and you try to build it, and you know, I'm a professional cake maker, cake decorator in my previous career, and sometimes you're building something or you're making something, and you may have put in several hours of work on it, and it's just not right. You just have to sometimes completely just take it apart and start all over, and that's what this tower is about. It's so bad with the lightning strikes and the weather and the fires that these people are jumping out of the tower to save their own life, where you may need to save your energy, and you have to have kind of a balance between your heart and your head, and it's just not going to be a good situation for you. So don't be afraid to use this air energy and set yourself free, and just build that up and you know, good things are going to come, because once you tear it down, you completely start it, you can make it exactly the same, the way that you want. And it may mean that it's still the same person, but that you are being very firm with your boundaries. It could mean that it's somebody completely different. It's the Seven of Swords reversed means that where there's just all this just petty arguing, and I don't know if you guys have ever been in a twin flame relationship or not, where you just feel so so bound with this person, and everything is so beautiful and so fulfilling. You just you feel so complete. It's just like this beautiful soul connection, and like you've known them forever, but you are there to mirror each other, and what you are, the other is not, and what they are not, you are, and together you're complete. But you bring out sometimes all these past wounds, and they bring out all the past wounds in you, and they all come to the surface, and it can get really ugly. And sometimes there's just this petty arguing over things that don't even matter in the big scheme of things. And so you just need to realize, okay, what is really bothering me? Why do I feel the way I do? Why am I reacting the way that I am reacting to something that seems so small and petty? You may end up just completely walking away. I love this. I love this card, and what always comes to mind when I see this card is, you know, he's got his hiney to the person viewing this card, and I always think, do these cups make my butt look big? And I'm like, yeah, they really do. And it's because sometimes there can be so much emotion, it makes us a really big ass. And we can be the ones that are so overwhelmed by our own emotion. I know one time, you know, last October, I was so upset by petty things, but it was really deeper things, that there was a climax to my emotions, and I finally thought, whoa, this is too much for me. I cannot believe how I'm feeling. I've never felt like this before. I cannot take it. I do not like being triggered to the point that I did, and I walked away. I did try to go back for just a little bit. It lasted maybe a week. No, it's still there. So do not be afraid when you are overwhelmed by this earth energy to take it and have to walk away. Sometimes, you know, in your twin flame relationships, I know you've always heard about the runner and the chaser, and those roles reverse sometimes. And so where you may have left a situation, or you may be walking away from a situation, you have to, that will give you time to work on it and recenter and ground yourself, much like this Hierophant here. And so, you know, just take time on your own. It may not be time. Okay? Your next card is the Ace of Wands. This is 3 aces you've had in your reading, Aquarius. This card falls exactly right on top of your Ace of Cups, which, you know, the Ace of Wands generally means, it's like the sex card. It's like the biggest emotion of sex and sexuality on top of your cups. And so after you walk away, you may be the one that is frivolous and going through the stages of sowing your oats and distracting yourself. But during this time of self-exploring and meeting other people, you may end up actually finding your one true love, your soulmate, not your soul, not your twin flame. You know, there are very big differences, and sometimes when we can't be with our twin flame, we run into our soulmate. I know this is exactly what happened to me. I ran into my soulmate. And there's such a relief and such a comfort to have that. Everything is simpatico, everything is balanced, everything is an equal give and take. And I hope that's what you find, because it's so overpowering. I still feel and still have emotion for the one that was in my past, but the energy is so chaotic, and that's exactly what it looks like here for you too as well. So you may have to just completely sever ties and walk away in order to find the one that is meant for you, that can help you and heal you during your time alone. Sometimes we don't stay with our soulmate forever. Sometimes they are just there to step in and look after us and heal us during the time that we are apart from our twin flame, because there is so much karmic energies and contracts that we have made with our flame prior to this incarnation, and we simply are like I said, sometimes it is so overwhelming you have to walk away for a while. So this person may be in your life to give you that centering and that calmness again, so that we can move on. And then, this is beautiful, and then you will be able to reunite with your earth. Okay, and this does show that this is a divine union, a past life connection. And at this point, after you spend time with your soulmate, it could be a few weeks, a few months, it could be a few years. You will be back together with your twin again, and be able to work your problems through. And I think this is just really beautiful, because it's the epitome of a happy ending, where our soulmate is, everything is so great, but when we're with our twin flame, and just in and of itself, the word flame denotes passions and all the energies that come with fire. And that is, it's like when you're with this person and you look into their eyes and you can actually feel them inside your soul. That's the kind of connection there is with your twin flame. So I hope everything is working out for you, and just be patient and know that no matter what struggles you're going through, no matter if you have to take a break and cut your twin out of your life for a while, things are going to work out, and it just looks like you will have your happy ever after with them. And again, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you would, please, I'm sorry, I just had a message come in and from my son. He said something really funny, but if you would, please subscribe if you like, and as I said earlier, if you'd like a personal reading, my email address is below. You can contact me there, and I love you guys so much. Thank you. Bye-bye.